There we go. Howdy everybody, welcome back to another lesson episode, whatever this is, of Guitar with Gavin. Hello everybody, all the yous of the tubes out there. Today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite, just songs of the Grateful Dead to just take a solo on, just to start ripping over, right? And that is LA Fadeaway. It is fantastic, but what I really want to focus on here is, one, we're going to be going into the solo over this. We're talking about how to solo. If you want to learn the rhythm parts of it, I highly suggest going over to Toby and Davy's channel. Davy does a wonderful video on how to play this and play the rhythm, and he just has amazing videos all over the place. He has jams on Friday night. Go check him out. He's amazing. If you're watching me, you should hopefully already know who he is. And basically, I'm going to go through the chords anyways as we talk about this, but if you want to learn it, go watch Toby and Davy. But second thing that I want to focus on here, besides just soloing, I want to talk about how we can do this with just the pentatonic. And the reason why is, there are so many people who get in that pentatonic rut. And then modes can be terrifying or confusing, or just really this convoluted thing of everyone's telling me that I need to learn it, but I'm not really sure how, and it doesn't make any sense. I've been there, and there are still some things, like I said, I only need to use like 4 modes, and so the other 3, I'm like, I don't know how to fucking use those. So I wanted to make a video of how to do this with the pentatonic, and that's it, and we're just gonna be moving it around. So yeah, let's jump on into this. Basically, we're gonna break it down chord by chord and just kind of say what we can do over this. Some of it is going to be pretty simple because for the first, I believe it's, let's see, like 8 bars, is it? Or is it longer than that? It might even be longer. But they're just jamming on A minor, right? As long as they're jamming on A minor, A minor pentatonic, right? That's what we want to do. The song is an A minor jam, right? And so if they're jamming on A minor, the chord is telling me to play A minor pentatonic. So that's what we're going to do. When they get up to the B7, and then they go to an E7, which is, once again, here we come across another major third, that's where we can start to do some more interesting stuff. And what I typically do here is, I'm trying to do what the chord is telling me to play. And typically major third is going to tell me to, we're playing in A minor, but we want to play the major third of our E7. So, here I am thinking, maybe I should go and play a G sharp. But this song doesn't necessarily call for it, especially when we're coming from a B7 to an E7, right? And so what I like to do this first time around is I just like to stick with B7 or a B minor pentatonic, right? B pentatonic, whatever you want to call it. B pentatonic is what I'm doing. No shame in putting in the major third of the B, right? But typically, I'm just going, just typical, easy, keeping it real chill, pentatonic blues. And the reason why you can stick to playing a B minor pentatonic over both the B and the E, especially with the chord changes being super fast here, it's just easier. But if you're looking in the key of E, well, the B chord is the 5th, or if you're looking at this in the key of B, well, the E is the 4 chord. So it's going to work, and it's going to sound fantastic, and we're going to get a little fancier later on. But yeah, you can just play B pentatonic, and it's going to sound great. You're going to be following the chord changes. It's going to be super bluesy, and it's going to fit perfectly with this song, right? So then we go back to A minor, and we can go right back to jamming in A minor. As we end with a C major chord. So we get through that, and at this point now is when the band will then start to kind of play the West LA Fadeaway, West LA Fadeaway. And so for this part, what's really interesting that I like to do and that I see other people doing, and so I'm just mimicking them because it stands out to me, is so it's not just this super prolonged guitar solo, is I will play like the vocal melody line, and so, or something close to it, right? So even just going, or something that's kind of close. I know, like, for whatever reason, when I'm playing along with the song, I can do it, and then we hit record, and all of a sudden I can't do it anymore, so that's fun. But yeah, I like to kind of give that call back to the audience of, hey, this is where we are in the song. So if you can get that, that's great. If you can't, jam in A minor. It's totally cool, and I wish that I could sit here and fiddle around with it and figure it out, but I don't want to. This is unedited, unfiltered. There's no cutting. Unless a cop comes and says I need to turn it down, we're continuing on here. So, yeah, I like to, like I said, West LA Fadeaway. I don't know why I can't figure it out. And then it goes to a D, to a C. And what I like to do with that one, because it goes through the thing twice, the first time through, I'll kind of just play the D, C, right? Just kind of in the normal register of the song. Second time through, after West LA Fadeaway, maybe come up here and play a higher register triad, even if it's D here, then C. You can even kind of go higher, start with the D, and hit the C, that's this D-shaped C, just to kind of keep the music going up, because our ears, the way that we the way that you want to build a solo is you want to play up the neck. It's why you can play an A chord here, then here, then here, 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 and the entire time it sounds like we're just building tension, right? It's getting crazier and crazier, and I have something out of tune, I'm not going to worry about it. And so that's also a possibility. Next is when we get to the really fun part. It goes B, F, E, and then back to A minor. So once again, I'm thinking this B comes around, I'm going to play B pentatonic. Right, and so I'm thinking that. But this is kind of our turnaround point, right? This is the blues turnaround of the song before we go right back to jamming in A minor. So when they go to F, and this one's super quick. This is, I think, 2 beats on F and then 2 beats on E. We don't have a lot of time, but what I like to do is highlight those chords by playing their respective pentatonic. And so I'll go up here to F pentatonic, E, and then right back into the song. And that's the beauty of it, is we can take this same lick. We can start off with the B7, right? Then it goes to F, E, and we can reuse the same lick, but because we're playing different notes, it's kind of that, oh, the audience is familiar with it, but the new notes make it sound a little new, right? And so it's just a great trick to be able to do. And all we're doing is just moving the pentatonic around. A, B, and then, of course, when it gets to later on, F, E. And that's all we're doing. We're just moving the pentatonic along with the chords of the song. And it helps because, the rest of the band is just kind of giving you the chord itself, and they're not you know, they're not making this a complicated song to play or try and solo over. So typically, like, it's really hard to follow with the pentatonics and not get it right. So yeah, hopefully that made sense for you guys. Like I said, all we're doing is just whatever chord is being played, we are just thinking that pentatonic, except for, of course, like I said, the B and the C, or the D and the C part. But it's going to work if we're thinking more like an A blues. Where A, C, and D, well, what do you play over an A, C, D blues? You can play A minor pentatonic. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on this one, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to give us a way of looking at this without getting super complicated. And that's, we're taking home row for us guitarists, and home row is pentatonic, and how to, you know, move it all over the fretboard without feeling like we're stuck in just one position. We're not just playing A minor this entire time. You know, we're trying to get out of this rut, and we're trying to follow the chords, and that's what I, you know, was hoping to get through on this video. So hopefully that helped you guys out. Let me know if it was confusing or weird, or if you're like, oh, that doesn't sound good. Let me know down below in the comments. If you have questions, let me know down in the comments. Any future requests you'd like to see, please let me know. And again, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You're all beautiful human beings. So thanks. Hope to see you again soon.